Okay, I've finished honing one cylinder, and we're going to check the progress of the cylinder wall finish with my profilometer. It's a device, actually I believe I used this once before, showing how to read the deck finish. Essentially is a stylus. You can't see the stylus, I'm sure, but it's just like a record player. The little needle, and you lay it on the surface, you press the button, and it'll move, drag along the surface about 7/16 of an inch or so, and measure the profile of the cylinder. So I'm going to lay this in this cylinder, turn the device on, turn the device on, and hit start. And if I get the glare out of the camera, I don't know if you can see that, but it's dragging that stylus across the surface of the cylinder and giving you a visual of the actual surface. And when it gets done, it's going to interpret these readings to see if we're in the ballpark where we should be. Okay, it's done. There are three things we want to look for. The first is the wall, the actual area of flatness essentially in the cylinder wall, and it should be low 30s, perfect, that's the RK number. The peak height, this is the actual, picture a mountain range, the height of the peaks. Ideally you want between 8 and 12, obviously we're doing great there. And lastly, it's the valley number. This is critical for oil consumption. Too little, you'll burn your rings up. Too much, you'll have oil consumption, and you want low to mid 40s on your valley depth. And as you can see, this is perfect. Now I've done a lot of bees, so I know what combination of stones to use. But all blocks are different, and I keep a record of every block that I do so I can go back and reference and use the correct stones. Now in this case, I used a very roughing stone followed by very fine finish stone, right from rough to finish, followed by brushes, which is actually still in the honing head here. Those are actually diamond brushes that clean the grit and the peaks off the valleys. Now the reason I go with a really rough stone to a fine stone is because bees, as I've stated before, are very tough material, and it takes a real rough stone to make any valley, to make any cut into the wall, because they're so tough. And this is true with any, but dart aftermarket blocks are a perfect example, or anything with a hardened sleeve. Same thing in Seuss. The MGs act just like that, so they're good quality material block. So this block will have excellent ring break-in. We'll have no issue with burning oil, and then this should be done even on a honing machine that uses normal stones. But you know, experience is everything. Most shops don't have one of these, but it's nice to know what you're putting out for work, and it's essential with a diamond. But anyway, that's that.